I was out in the desert. It was two things. People always told me there's no water. No water in the desert. None. Whatsoever. I call that bullshit.
Hey, you! This is the People's Podcast 2. We are in Richmond, Virginia. I'm the Y guy, and you are our Y.
I think in some type of way, I struggle a little bit every day.
I just pray and then put my effort into whatever thing I want to put it into.
Communication is the key to success. I mean, that's what they say.
Absolutely. Yeah, unity is so important.
Hey, everybody, this is the Y guy. We are in Richmond, Virginia, and we're here with
Jose Sanders.
Jose. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, sir. What was your name again?
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother. Had a great conversation the other night, and you sparked some interest. You got your own YouTube channel. What was that?
Jose Sanders Journeys.
Yeah. Doing some traveling.
Yes, I do like train hopping, hitchhiking. I predominantly do hitchhiking, but I decided to switch it up a little bit and go train hopping, like freight train, like the CSX, Norfolk Southern. My favorite train to catch me on is CSX because they're nice and easy to do, about like 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. Now, I wish there was a yoke for these train drivers, because some of them, they're hard on the throttle. And some of them, they're like,
they got a little
wow.
sticker that says, "How's my driving?" on the bottom of it. You give them a call.
Yeah, right?
Are you from Richmond area?
No, sir. I'm actually from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I grew up 17 miles from Philadelphia, but we are suburbs, the suburbs of Philly, so we just say Philadelphia.
Yeah, yep, that's more understandable. Not many people know the little denominations of Philadelphia, you know.
And no, it's not always sunny in Philadelphia.
It's not. It was actually pretty cold when I was up there a couple of weeks ago. But and so yeah, is YouTube just your number one income, or is what do you do
I ain't gonna lie to you. YouTube is my second income. Third, like if everything is failing, I do have DoorDash and Uber Eats. Usually I do have enough to get a secondary bicycle. I left my e-bike. My parents got me up in Pennsylvania because I didn't want to. Do you know what gatekeep means?
I guess I couldn't say I do.
Like gatekeeping mean is like keeping an eye on the bike, because e-bikes are like the number one thing to steal.
I would not doubt it.
Like, for instance, if I was in here for this long, I'd be freaking out, trying to, like a crackhead, like looking at my bike, trying to see if my bike's still there. Now with a regular bike, I could care less, because maybe I paid for like maybe $30-$40. I could care less. I could get another bike and stuff.
I got you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I would be a little bit cautious about that too. Those things are a hot topic right now, but also for people to
my number one way of making money, no disrespect, is actually asking for it. Like if that fails, I go to YouTube, and then if YouTube fails, I go to doing Uber Eats. And roughly, I make more off of Uber Eats than YouTube. Yeah. Yeah,
and that's just picking up a bicycle, like you said, for $25 and just going around town with it, which is a great way to earn some cash. I mean, I'm sure you probably get $50 in a few hours.
I'm not gonna show the camera, but.
Mhm. Oh, nice. I got you, and that's
I shall not starve on my debit card. That's what I use for DoorDash.
Yeah.
And people, when the cashier sees it, they start busting out laughing.
Well, it's a good medium of exchange right there.
Okay, for you, that's also a good idea, like good quote to live by.
I think it should be for everybody. It's just some people are a lot closer to that reality than others, so they don't even see it as potential.
Yes.
But
we was talking about off camera religion. You know, like in the books, you don't have to work for cash. It could be work for time, work for food. A lot of people always say you got to make your money to eat. There's God never Pacific or Jesus never specifically said you have to make money. He says you have to work to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly what he said too.
yes,
And those who don't won't.
right. And a lot of people think, especially my viewers, think I'm scamming or trying to live for free off of people. I was like, whatever you do in life, you're still working. And if the person wants you to do something, and you say I work for food, because we all have to live, we have to eat and shit. So
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. I mean,
yes.
even in those times, there was just a lot more trading that went on. So they did their farming and they gave a sheep for a year's worth of bakery or something like that. You know? So it's just a whole different.
Talking about trading, I was told about Maine. I was in Maine, and I didn't have enough money for a pack of smokes, two packs of smokes, two Coca-Colas, and something like burritos. But I had like a $40 Bluetooth speaker from Walmart.
Yep.
And I traded it. And I said, can I trade you this speaker? It's waterproof. You could toss it in the water and it won't nothing happen to it. And the guy says I could use this for my store. Deal's done. I was like, wow.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I mean, you could even do that with the bikes that you buy, and when you leave the next city, you could just go trade your bike in for a pack of cigarettes or something. Like that,
or like, or cash, trade it in for cash.
Okay, there you go. I mean, that might even be a little bit more easy transaction.
Now, what I was thinking about, like, because I'm a rail hopper now, leaving a bike for like you know how they do for private airlines, like or private people that have airports, courtesy bike.
Yeah.
Because some of the rails are like 10 like upwards to like 5 to 10 miles away from a town if you're out in the rural countryside of America. That's far to walk. If there's a free bike that's locked up and specifically told where it is, they can go get the bike.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing
it mindset.
Yeah, free service.
Yeah.
Like courtesy.
I love that. That's a cool idea. I bet the person that got it would be very, very, very grateful for you too.
Yes.
Heck yeah. Hopefully they would be at least.
Or it should be like an app to unlock. Oh, dog catcher. If I had a German Shepherd wolf dog, and I would say dog catcher, she'll try to hide behind my back.
Really?
I'm like, Cypress, you're too big.
Do you think if your story was told to somebody, it could make an impact on their life? What you've been through in your life?
Can you repeat that in a different way?
Do you think just the lessons you've learned in your life, if you told them to another individual, that they could make an impact on their life?
It probably could. Sometimes people take the words with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Most people won't take it of any matter.
Yeah.
And they'll just do what they please. That's one thing I've learned in this country. I've had people give me life lessons and tutorials, and I learn from it. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things that, is it fairy tale? Is it reality? Because you gotta differentiate. There's questions to questions you have to have in mindsets. Like, is it fairy tale? Is it reality?
Yep, I'm sure you hear a lot of the fairy tale parts out on the tracks too. So there's a lot of people just trying to tell you what to do just so they can get over on you or something like that. So.
And I was thinking to myself earlier today, the best lessons you can teach yourself is from the streets. Because no matter how you read survival books, it looks fine and dandy on paper.
You gotta live it.
You gotta live it.
You gotta live it.
Yes.
And that was the message of yesterday's video: exposure, experience.
Yes.
You gotta live it. You can read as many books, or that's like personal development in today's world is just so huge. There's thousands and thousands of books.
Yes.
But if you just read it, that ain't gonna do nothing for you. So I
Nothing.
love that message. I appreciate that.
Yes. Street knowledge is better than anything. Even if you're in a normal job, say you got a subcontract job, subcontract job, or you got a legit job with an agency. Let's say, okay, give me a good agency out there.
For insurance or what? State Farm.
I
don't know.
don't know, business, corporation. Give me, like Tyson's. You know, like you study, you go to college, study, whatever. Leave the books alone. Go in the warehouse, distributing company. Let's call it the streets of Tyson's.
Okay, I get
The
what you're
streets
saying.
of Tyson's. Learn their way. That's how you get knowledge.
Start as a end line packer,
Yeah.
and then work your way up to the front of the machine,
Yes.
and work your
Leave
way
the
around.
books
Yeah.
alone because the
I'm with
books
you.
are fairy tale. Because that can crumble all day long. Walls. Crumble the walls. That's what I'm trying to say. Learn their way. Like when I get a job, I learn, like say I'm working for you, whatever. Let's say like a bank. And I know counting, I know whatever. I'm gonna leave what I know out the window, out the job. I'm gonna say, hey boss, can you teach me your way? That's the streets way. You know, I want to learn from you and shit like that. I don't know if the audience is getting what I'm trying to say, but yeah.
I'm getting what you're trying to
Yes.
say, and that definitely is exactly the best way to do it, rather than hold on to the knowledge that you've obtained through a lot of things. When you move into something new, gain the wisdom from the people that have had the experience for a long time and learn from them, rather than trying to just say like you know everything of a process that you've never actually fulfilled or done yourself.
Yes. Have you ever went to a truck stop?
I've been to big truck gas stations. I mean, nothing.
Okay. Have you ever noticed how some of the parking spots are retarded? Well, my uncle used to be a truck driver before he died behind the wheel. And he always said truck stops are made from college students. They've
never been on the field yet.
Yeah. It looks great on paper, but it looks bad on real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that's what he was saying. Like, they learn the shit from the books. They don't come out here and evaluate the situation. Yeah. Pretty much.
That's a good message too. I appreciate that, and those are the things right there. I mean, just the little lessons that you've learned throughout that can make an impact on somebody else's life. And I really appreciate you going deep into that too. So, have you ever dealt with any kind of struggle before?
Starvation.
Yeah, that's a pretty close one to one of the worst ones you could ever deal with. So. That's funny.
I was out in the desert. It was two things. People always told me there's no water. No water in the desert. None. Whatsoever. I call that bullshit. When it rains, there's a puddle somewhere. You just gotta dig for it. Well, me and my dog, it was, her name was Chaplin. I had her for 12 years. 12 to 11 years. And, middle of nowhere, I was dying in 130-degree weather. And I said, come on, dog, we're just going to walk it. My dog saw this cactus tree. I was like, don't get close to the cactus. Well, I talk to my animals like a human. And, because it was cactus, but it was providing shade. So we sat next to it. And, I saw it sweating. I said, okay, I got some pliers. I got some, a saw. So, I grabbed, like, this, like, towel and start whacking the needles. I made it bare. and I used the pliers to get the excess needles off. So I started hacking away. There was water in the cactus, and I carried it like a little jug. And me and my dog had water, and about like 20 miles later, we found like this oasis. And they're like, and I'm remembering like, haha, people say there's no water in the desert. Called bullshit. Like they say, sorry for my language. Like they say, it never rains in L.A. That's a bunch of bullshit. It does rain.
You spent some time out there too.
Yes.
Man, that's pretty nuts. And I guess what's something that you do every day? You know, like you said this morning, you woke up happy.
Yes.
You woke up joyful. What is something that you try to commit to every day that keeps you in that mindset, keeps you moving forward?
Fuck them. That's what I say. If they get mad, fuck them. It's not my problem. Not my problem if you get mad. You're not my responsibility.
Oh, when they get mad for because you ask for cash or something like that?
No, like if I'm happy.
Oh.
You don't mind if I play this clip that I played for you, or?
On this?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Get a
don't
little
know why
short.
that'd be an issue. So yeah, throw it up on there. I think people could get a little value from it.
What was it? Shorts? Yeah. You know. Oh, I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here, standing here, having a little blast, telling people good morning. But I think I'm not supposed to be happy. I think they're supposed to see me a little agitated with life. Urgh, I'm agitated. You know, there are so many like misbeliefs that we're supposed to be not happy about our situation. Oh my God, you must be scamming. You're so happy. How are you so happy when you're homeless? I don't know. I woke up happy. Am I supposed to not be happy? Like, I'm not gonna put on a front if I'm not happy or if I am happy. Like, I'm human. I got emotions too. You know.
And in that,
that makes people mad.
I I think it's pretty joyful. I mean, I'm just appreciative that you have a mindset like that, and you're not downtrodden by circumstance.
Yes.
And I'm just curious, is like, what is something that you like intentionally commit to doing something that just like you said, you love saying hi to people. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that brings joy to you. Is that something that you try to do every day that keep you in good spirits, or is there anything else?
What I try to do is put a smile on somebody's face.
Okay. Yeah.
And once in a while, I get a Karen, and it's funny. You're supposed to be mad. But what? It's not like you put me here. They just don't understand that put your troubles away, your difficulties, your downfalls away, and be happy. Come back to it later on in the night. Yeah, I kick myself for being in the predicament, but also I keep in reminder it's not entirely my fault. Like, I'm not going to stress out on things that is out of my control, like politics. We're too involved into politics. Like, it is our fault as a community, as one nation under God, for allowing the government and the politicians to think they got ownership. That's our fault. That's how I feel. And we should non-violently take it over, take it back. We should. That's why we need a president, which I vow when I turn 25 or 35, I'm going to run for president and give the power back to the people. For sure. Because it's overdue. You know, like Ronald Reagan says, the terrifying words, I'm the government and we're here to help. Yeah, that's terrifying. Because they never helped us once. Except, I would say, half-ass Clinton and Trump. Those I can actually say were pretty much decent. Obama, we dealt with Bush Jr. That guy was a trip. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. And do you think that there's a good power in building relationships and communication, conversations?
Within what parties?
No, not any parties. Just like between your friends out there, between people.
There is good communications. There's protection. Like we got Facebooks, uh, ways to communicate. Um, for instance, like if there's something happening in the world, um, a part of us will say, "Hey, look." For instance, say Richmond, Virginia. There's a killer that's killing people. Um, Now, I don't know if you heard, but like a few weeks ago, they were trying to capture a killer that was killing homeless people in L.A. I think it's either L.A. or San Francisco. I've never heard anything about it. Um, I am a part of a group called Travelers Helping Travelers on YouTube or on Facebook. Normally, my phone would blow up 100 times a day just in notifications of like dangerous people. Watch out for this guy. Watch out for that guy. It's pretty safe if you keep tabs, but it will stress you out if you keep tabs. Too much of it. So part of me just get word of mouth.
Yeah, that's what we're really talking about.
Yeah.
That kind of communication, just between you and I, building relationships out on the
Yes.
streets or anything like that. A good time, like a good reasoning for it. Do you think?
Yes. But
it's
word
important?
of mouth, and just like most of the time it's just BS. BS talk, like to kill the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like if there's like, for instance, there's a in a homeless community, it's called a bum guard. Bum guards, they actually like one of them one of those things in like Cincinnati. You see those type of people. They go around like ambassadors.
Oh yeah, city ambassadors. People that
Yeah.
help clean up the city or help
Well,
just talk to people, build relationships with the city.
Bum guards are like ambassadors for the homeless. So like what you gotta ask and be like, hey, where's the home guard at or bum guard at? They'll say, oh, you gotta go such and such street. They'll tell you everything within the city, what's safe, who to look out for, what cop's an asshole, what restaurants not to go by. Me, I like to go by them to see for myself. Like here, I just walked off the rails and went this way. I'm not looking for stuff like that. Like, because apparently I found one guy, a bum guard, said there's a community fridge down the road somewhere by a gas station or something. Part of me wants to say that that's kind of bogus. Because I've never heard of a community fridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what that into. Just like a kitchen, soup kitchen, but it just
No, there's a refrigerator outside.
that he was like actually literal with that.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah,
either.
I don't do stealing.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay for it.
Yeah, I respect that. I'm sure everybody else
Yeah,
does
yeah.
too. That's amazing.
I'm gonna share like with your viewers, like there was a lady sitting right across from us, and she asked if there was any money, like we can give money, and I am the type to give, like, because people like you help, and I pay back with gratitude and pay it forward if I have it in cash. Or like if I don't, I was like, hey, I could buy you food. I don't have cash. With me, if any of your viewers sees me within the country or wherever they live, I don't mind you buying food. I don't precisely want to ask for cash, but if you can buy me the food, that's better, because it makes me feel that you're doing something, and you don't want it, like, because a lot of people don't. They'll just give you the cash, and there's some people that want to make sure you use the money for food. I like that, Safeguard. That's called a safeguard.
Okay. I get that. That's pretty good information that a lot of people will probably never see the perspective on. So I appreciate you dropping that too.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely. And my last question I really have for you specifically is: do you think a message like unity today in today's world, you and I working together,
Unity.
can make an impact? Kind of like what you were just saying about just the people getting together and actually working towards, maybe like you
Yes.
said, getting the government back or whatever. Just like people, unifying
Yes.
together and working together. You think that could
Unity?
be a big deal?
Well, in today's society, it's a big fight with the homeless right now, and I would love to see some unity. On the outside of unity, there's, I don't know, like really, like it's hard. I think there is almost a connection, but when you get the government involved, they just blow it all to shreds. And when you build something, there's always that apple to blow apart it. But I think there could be unity here in the near future. Like what I kind of find hilarious is how most people think homeless people are some goblins or some weird fictional character. Weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a disease. It's not gonna rub off on you. It's a disease. Yeah, come and get my homelessness.
Get away from it. Oh, that's funny. The cooties is what we used to say back in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Well, man, Jose, I really appreciate you spending the time. I know
Yeah.
it's
Oh, also, it is hard when you become homeless. None of these people, we call them yuppies, want to talk to you. If you don't look decent, if you don't look representable, and they figured out you're homeless, get away from me. Like, oh, well, hurt my feelings.
Mhm.
Psych. No, nothing really hurts my feelings. But what really hurts my feelings, in God honest truth, is when a parent is letting their kids berate me. That's disrespectful.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that should have never happened. I guess that would be a
Henrietta,
testimony of the
Oklahoma. I was at I think it was, Henrietta. It was not, against with the M too. It was the one next after Henrietta. It was Taco Bell. It was late, and it was not being racist. It was a bunch of white people teaching their kids, letting their kids belittle me, and I started to cry. And I walked out, and I hear the parents said, the dad said, "You're a fucking pussy, faggot." Sorry for the language. And this lady that was in there, a black lady, saw me come out. She was in there. She says, "I'm gonna buy you food and get you a hotel." She said, I'm a ministry with God. I work for a ministry with God," and she got me a hotel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it nuts? I mean, just in the worst of moments, I just watched a video where this guy was just like, don't ever let someone belittle you, because there's always someone like 10 feet right away that you can, if you stand, hold your case, that someone will be there to help you out right behind you. If you do.
Like,
so that's a great testimony.
The
to
lady
that.
said the town you're in is a sundown town. It's kind of racist. I was like, I could see that.
Wow.
But I was born here in America. For anybody that's listening, if someone says that you're not native to America and you were born here, no matter what type of skin you are, you're classified as Native American. You were born in Richmond, right? Or in America?
In America, yeah.
So you're Native American. Don't let them think otherwise. You're Native American. You have more rights than somebody that doesn't live or was born in America. You have more rights. They don't see it that way, but that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. When you go to bed tonight, think about it.
Yep, that's awesome. I got a pretty cool shirt I'll show you after this that kind of goes alongside with that. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, though, Jose. I mean, seriously, for the struggle of just even contacting each other through YouTube to
I
get
know.
actually to sit down to talk to each other. That we found
We
each
keep
other.
missing each other at
I know.
Kroger's.
And we found each other, which was had it been God sent. So I'm just so grateful I got to sit down with you. There's probably like 30 different nuggets throughout this conversation that could definitely impact somebody's life.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being willing. I know as someone beat you up on it before that did an interview, and I know that I just apologize for that, to have that setting of mindset. But this is going to be all for the glory, for your light,
Yes.
and for your story to make an impact on somebody's life. So that's what it's about. And I really appreciate you sitting down with me, man. So
Hell
mind
yeah.
if I get a hug from you?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, dude.
A little
Thank you.
dirty.
It's all right. Thank you for watching this interview. We hope and pray that this story could help you, encourage you, or inspire you to take action in any way. We challenge you to see yourself in every interviewee, and we challenge you to get out and talk to one new person every single day. If this impacted your life in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We're posting one new video every single day, Monday through Saturday. Thank you so much for your time. This is the People's Podcast. We're praying for you always.
Man, that's deep.